Connecticut, what's going on? We are sitting in the home, in the kitchen of one Frank Critelli, a man who's been around the Connecticut music scene for a long time, both as a solo artist and as a band that bears his name. And we're going to talk about both of those coming up right now. So, Frank, first of all, thanks for letting us invade your home. Appreciate it.
Good to have you.
So, let's talk about your music, first and foremost. I've gone back and listened to it numerous times, and there's obviously folk elements in there and blues elements in there, but I think what really strikes me is the 60s pop influence that I hear, especially when you've got the full backing band going. So, you tell me, what well are you drawing your musical water from?
I think all of those, I was about 8 years old, and I used to do odd jobs around the neighborhood, and I was cleaning out a guy's garage, and he told me I could take anything. So I took his record collection, and in there was like a lot of early Stones, a lot of early Beatles and stuff like that. So I definitely have that since an early age, but I hung around in Cambridge in the early 90s, and the folk scene there was kind of vibrant at the time, and I did the whole street performer thing, so I think there's a little folk in there too. As far as the blues go, the blues is mean. You just live life, and sometimes you're going to get the blues.
That, by the way, is my dream, is to clean out an old man's garage and steal his record collection. I'm not going to lie, that's awesome.
He had a copy of Two Sides of the Moon, which was Keith Moon's solo record.
That's what I'm talking about. So, let's talk about, then, the Connecticut music scene. I mean, you mentioned you've been up in the Cambridge scene, and you've been in this scene for quite a while now. So, I mean, you give me your take on the Connecticut music scene in this day and age.
There's a lot of people around. There are a lot of people doing really cool things, I'm really proud of people like M.T. Barrington and people like that, Sidewalk Dave. They're getting a little bit of renown, and I guess maybe that's the New Haven scene, but, people recently like The Management or, the Step Kids from Bridgeport. There's a lot of people doing a lot of cool things, and I'm kind of excited about it.
So then where does Frank Critelli fit in this music scene? Where do you fit in this pantheon of Connecticut music?
That's a good question. I might be an also ran. No, I do my thing. I like to play. I've tried to stop. I can't.
I like that. It's an addiction. Music is an addiction. So when you're writing your music, are you writing it for you and an acoustic guitar, or are you writing it with a backing band in mind?
It's funny. Even when I was putting out just solo records, and the whole time I was playing solo, which was years, I always thought of bigger arrangements in my head, you know what I mean? And if I ever had the opportunity to record with other musicians, I would definitely take that opportunity. And it came just a little bit later than I thought it would.
It works, though, let me tell you. So, I've personally seen you on Bomb Fest, Daffodil Fest, all over the place. What does 2012 hold for Frank Critelli?
Probably a bunch more of the same, There's certain rooms we like to go back to over and over. I love playing Cafe 9. We got some stuff coming up at the Outer Space, and I like that room a lot. But, I'll go where they'll have me, We try to work it into a little, I like to go to certain cities, like I like to play New London just because it's a cool town. Or, someplace in the Catskills just because I like to go there and look at the trees or something like that. So I try to book gigs in places that I like to go.
New London, trees, the sky. We're going to get along really well, let me tell you. Any new recordings in the work?
Yeah, we're working on a few things, actually. I started writing songs with a friend of mine whose name is Mark Miranda, and it's been going really well. And I think we probably have an EP in our near future. And I've been recording with Mike Garifay over at the Coffee House in Middletown for a while now. And I think we're about 6 songs in right now, and I'm thinking about a full-length record, maybe 11 songs or so.
Which is the exact opposite of what we've been hearing from a lot of artists who've been going the EP route. Frank Critelli, check him out online. Website we want to send him to?
frankcritelli.net.
Go there, listen to this man's music now. Trust me, you're not going to be disappointed. And you're going to play a song for us right now in this kitchen, aren't you?
Yeah, probably. That's a good idea.
You want to tell us what song it is?
This is a song I wrote from a line in a Tom Robbins novel, and it's called The Only Question Worth Asking.
I love Tom Robbins, too. I love this guy. Check it out.
There's a monkey on my back, 20 camels in a pack, and I'm counting the dead soldiers at the bar. What's causing me dismay is the question that remains. Tell me how to make love stay. Tell me how do you make love stay. Well, I'm wishing on a star, and I've traveled near and far. I've watched the sunset and the moon rise right behind. And I'm standing here today, ashamed to have to say I don't know how to make love stay. Well, tell me, how do you make love stay? Well, some folks, they're just fighting for some justice. Others, they're just trying to get some peace. And I don't understand what all the fight and the fuss is. Find love and you'll find all three. And love works just fine for me. You can keep your money bags and your rose pink Cadillac. You can keep your marijuana and cocaine. 'Cause riches seem to fade and getting high is just a game if you know how to make love stay. Well, tell me, how do you make love stay? Well, some folks, all they seek is understanding. Others, they're just trying to get some truth. But love is the honey on the candy. Yeah, love can see you through. And love can save me too.
Connecticut, coming up at the end of this month, April 28th and 29th, is the Meriden Daffodil Festival. This is the premier concert event for local original music in Connecticut. 3 stages over 2 days with over 30 bands playing local original music of all kinds. Make sure you visit them on the web and get out to Meriden on April 28th and 29th for the Daffodil Fest.